Okay, let's get rid of that. Hey, ladies.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
All right, so today we're going to talk about equipment expectations. And I think what we really mean is like manufacturer, dealing with when you have a problem. My thing is, I will pay so much more money for something knowing I have customer service.
Yeah. And well, do we mean manufacturer or do we mean vendor? Because they can be different. Like, we don't
You're right.
always buy direct from the company. We sometimes do, but I think we mean direct the people we bought it from. It sometimes has to do with the manufacturer. It often has to do with the manufacturer, but it's our point of contact.
Right.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I know I have purchased things in the past, got phenomenal customer service, and then I don't know what happened. They fired people, they reorganized, or whatever, and then after that, their customer service went out the window. So don't buy their products anymore.
Yeah.
And no, and I personally am not going to name names unless I'm really talking some great customer service. Then I'm going to name names.
And I want to very delicately go over why we don't do that
Okay.
without going into things we said we weren't going to go into. But I do think you made a really good point where something got reorganized within the company.
Yep.
So you could be reaching out to them and it's a bad day, a bad week. They just had a reorg. They missed an email. Something happened. And it could get better. So we don't want to always slam them without giving them the opportunity to get better. That's me anyway.
You look like you have something to say, Angie.
Um. Yeah. Uh.
I mean, unless it's like truly horrific.
So I've had a few people contact me in the last week about large items, tables, dryers, things like this. So you're talking about very expensive equipment. And they were like, okay, so I bought this and this is wrong with it. It's not supposed to be like this, is it? And I'm like, no, that's not supposed to be like that at all. That's not correct. This is a brand new item they just got and spent a whole bunch of money on. And then when they go and try to get a hold of customer service either doesn't respond. If they do respond, they go, yeah, but it's not really that bad. I just paid you over $1,000 for this piece of equipment. It's not really that bad. I mean, it is broken, but it's not really that.
It's not really, it's only a little broken.
No, this should be in mint condition. I just paid over $1,000 for it.
And I was going to say $1,000 is the magic cutoff number, but actually, because I'm cheap, it's really $800 because in my brain, 800 is almost 1,000.
Well, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is. It kind of is. So.
All right. So let's talk about not again naming companies. But what do you do when you have a situation like that where you just dropped $1,000 on some equipment that is obviously defective? How do you protect yourself? For me, I'm going to buy anything I buy, especially big ticket items. That's what a credit card, not a debit card, credit card. Okay, you have more protections with a credit card than you have with a debit card.
Yes.
Right? I love my American Express because I never want to take American Express as a vendor, but I love American Express as a consumer Because if I have a problem, I'm going to call up American Express and say, like, hey, you know what? I'm trying to resolve this problem. And they're telling me, no, they're not going to do anything about it. And American Express is going to go, well, you know what? Let's just take that money back. We could hang on to it for a minute. We're going to contact them and see if we cannot resolve this. All right. Again, for the same reason for PayPal, as a consumer, I love it. As a vendor, not ever will I take PayPal as a vendor.
Yeah,
And that's
because
the same.
they will yank money from you
But
so fast.
as long as it's not friends and family.
Right.
Okay. So if you're buying something and saying someone says, hey, can we do this as friends and family? Your response should be no. It should be, I'm going to do it as a vendor, as purchasing something from you, because if this way there's a problem, and again, PayPal, they don't care. They just take the money back. And even if they find in the other person's favor, they're still going to wait a really long time to get their money.
Yeah.
Somebody made a mistake. And this is the last time I took PayPal, and they made a mistake. They realized it almost immediately, and not fast enough for PayPal to yank the money. And even though they said it was their fault, they waited 71 days, because that's what's in their terms of service, 71 days for me to get my money back.
Yeah, I would have been irritated.
Yeah, I was a little irritated by that. But anyway, so credit card.
Yeah, I was really disappointed to hear some of the customer service failures
Yeah.
have been going on in our industry. Because for me, as a business owner, if there's a problem, apologize, make it right, resolve the situation. Whatever you need to do to make those three things happen. I am human. I make mistakes. I will apologize immediately for the mistakes that I make. I try not to make them, but again, human. And they do occur. So, but I'm saddened to see how customer service for some of the companies that I dealt with for a very long time has fallen off. So,
one thing I do want to mention, there is a group of people who will bitch and moan and complain about anything and everything. So we're not talking about those people, correct?
no, I mean, these are really valid complaints. This is a couple people that bought brand new items
Yeah.
that do not, that like parts are falling off. That is it's brand new. This is
Now-
not okay.
Can I also speak a little bit, because one of my many hats is customer service rep for Evolution Shears.
Yep.
So we the Evolution, we are a tiny company. I don't think people realize, or not everyone realizes, when they go to a show and they see 4 people behind the booth. That's the company. That's us.
That's
Like,
the sum total right there.
it's right. This is it. Oh, we had a new person help us a little in Hershey. So if you saw 5 people behind the booth, that was like the company plus
An
plus extra friends and family jump in to help us for Hershey, because holies, Hershey. So every so often, an email slips behind an email gets missed.
Sure.
So to me, it's it's not just how you handle the emails, but it's how you handle the irate customers.
Mhm.
Because we actually had something like that pop up while we were at Hershey, and somebody commented on a video and like, roar, and they were big mad. And I got on, I'm like, oh my God, we can't find your email. Please email us again. So if big company, small company, whatever company, don't just email once or call once and say, hey, I sent them one email, so they suck. They're human and have a bad day too. Like once we realized there was a problem because she was big mad on social media, we fixed it.
You know, and one thing too
But we got to realize there's a problem. Yeah.
about missed emails. So back in the day when I had Positive Ed, somebody couldn't log in to their account. Okay. And the reason it turned out they couldn't log into their account was because they inputted their email incorrectly when they signed up. Okay. That was an error on their part, but they were pretty pissed off. But they themselves put the wrong email in. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but the thing is, sometimes, especially when you're upset and you're firing off an email, misspelling, who the email is going to can happen sometimes.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
so, again, you know what? That said, I mean, I'm a huge believer in that customer service. But at the same time, and we know this as groomers, okay, I'm not a doormat.
True.
Okay.
True. I had another conversation with a friend last week that the customer is not always right.
Yeah.
And I spoke with a friend today. She had someone bring her a dog to her in her salon, and it was loaded with fleas. Loaded with fleas. She does not do pets with fleas. It's in her terms of service. So they took the dog in, and for whatever reason, intake, it got missed. Took the dog in to be bathed, and there's fleas everywhere. They're all over the bather. They're all over the bathing room. Like everywhere. They're literally leaping off this dog in mass numbers. And she called me, helped her sort it out, told her what to do and everything. But, her staff members were covered in fleas. And I remember now it was to a much lesser degree. It was just a dog that came in with fleas, and it was missed on intake. I called the owner, and as you guys know, I had gotten ovarian cancer from using flea shampoo and dip. And it's poison. But back in the day, we didn't have topicals or anything like that. So I covered myself in poison for 6 days a week and 12 hours a day. Ended up with cancer. Okay. So after that, I did not use flea shampoo or any of that anymore, even though there weren't topicals and whatnot. The salons that I worked at said, that's fine. You don't want to die. That's okay. So when I started my own salon, it was part of my terms of service. I just don't take pets with fleas. So we called this woman and said, you need to come pick up your dogs. It was actually 2, because they have fleas. And she said, well, just give them a flea bath. No. If you look at her terms of service, and it explains in the terms of service, the reason we don't do that is we have too many staff members that have had cancer too many times for us to put poison anywhere near our bodies. And she's like, oh, for the love of God, just wear gloves and get over it. Right. No. Please come get your dogs. She
Now,
called again for another appointment, and we said, I'm sorry, I don't believe we'll be able to accommodate that. I thank you very much, and I hope you have a nice day. And Angie hung up on her and was so happy that we had an old phone where you could go, wham!
bam! Oh God, I love you. And you hit it so hard, the phone rings. You can hear the bells jangle in there.
Oh, she was so happy. She was so happy. She was
Now,
literally delighted.
now, you almost had me. You almost had me because I'm like, well, I understand stuff happens in check-in, but if fleas are that bad, like I'm not sure how it was missed if they're jumping off the dog.
I don't know.
But once you say cancer health of their employees and you get that response, that is please report to your nearest exit and F all the way off, F all the way out, F off to another grooming salon, F you, all the lovely congenial
Yes.
ways.
Yes. Everything with the letter that is between E and G.
Yes.
And then take a left and then have more. Yes.
Yes.
That was pretty much my thought.
Take a long walk off a short pier. Yes.
Yes. All of the above.
Now, here's the thing, too. When maybe a lot of the newer generation actually are missing out on are the old rotary phones.
Dude, you need to like find one in like, oh, I can't believe I'm saying this, like a vintage or an antique shop. You need to find one.
Yes.
And maybe if you don't take it home, because I think this is a cathartic thing that maybe I should go look for myself, because and they're sturdy. The old ones,
Oh, yeah.
they're sturdy. So
They
you
weigh
can,
like 10 pounds.
They've been
Yeah.
used as murder weapons.
they have actually. So you can it doesn't have to be connected to anything. So you can go, "Nyeh, nyeh." Oh, I had that last night. I hung up on somebody and it was not satisfying at all. At all.
That-
So I wish I had
Bam!
another one next to me just to start slamming it.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. Oh, she just looked so happy. She was so happy. She just, and she was like, "Hmm." And I was like, okay then. So, because I mean, she always said, no, I'll handle the crazy. And she did. She handled all the crazy customers with crazy requests and 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 it was fine because she dealt with it. I don't deal as well with crazy things as she does. And she was my crazy interpreter. And she handled it and it was good. And but to see her respond that way, I was like, uh-oh, what just happened? And so she told me what just happened, and I was like, oh, okay. Because I had told her we will not be taking her back. And it was yes, this old. It was on the index card.
No, that was unrelated. I don't know what I fed my dog.
Oh my.
Okay, and just on, old timey things,
My
I
eyelids.
have my original index card. I still have it from like my very first couple of months working as a mobile groomer. It's in the drawer over there, and I still have it. Every once in a while, I just flip through the names and like, oh, I remember that dog. Who was
Yep.
this person again? I don't remember.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so point here is go to an antique store, get yourself an old fashioned phone, the big black one.
Yes. And it is heavy. Just to be clear, they are very heavy. Probably I would say about 10 pounds.
Yeah, I said, murder weapons.
Yeah, literally, you could dome somebody right in the kisser, and they're done, man. Yeah. So
All right. So, upcoming stuff. All right. So, Fun in the Sun is coming up. New England is coming up. Those are the last two Barkley shows, correct?
yeah, New
Yes.
England is first. That's this coming weekend, isn't it?
Yes, yes, that is this weekend. That is this. Oh God, yes.
And then the Fun in the Sun is October 16th through the 19th.
Okay. All right. So, Chris, which ones will you be at?
I
And then there's
will.
the Rocky Mountain Show, which Chris and I will be at.
I will. I have 2 left for the year. I actually counted. I believe, God willing, and the creeks don't rise, and I make it to the last 2 shows of the year. I will have been to 13 trade shows this year.
That's insane. I'm whittling
Um,
mine down to maybe 5 next year.
So yeah. I will be at New England this weekend. I will not be at Fun in the Sun. Fun in the Sun is like this show that I always intend to go to. And I'm like, yeah, I'm totally going to go. And then they wind up not necessarily needing me. And it's 13 trade shows, y'all. It's so by the end of the year, by the time it gets here, and they're like, well, you can come if you want. And I'm like, the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak.
Yeah.
The flesh is so weak right now.
I'm tired.
I'm so tired. I'm so very tired.
Yeah,
Yes.
well, especially because it's after Hershey. Hershey is just madness from setup to breakdown and everything in between is like 100 miles an hour, full tilt, exhaustion. And you look up and it's over, and it's just like shell shock. I feel that way every year after Hershey. I'm just like,
Yep.
holy cow, we lived. Because it's
Yep.
madness.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't even get to do most of my shopping. Honestly, New England, and because I can drive to as well, I'm like, okay, these are the big things I need to carry home.
And so most Sundays, not all Sundays, but most Sundays, Denise Haro and a really good friend of mine, Dr. Sasheen Mobley, will be doing book club. All right. So one of the upcoming books, one of the topics is going to be on organization. And I swear to you, I downloaded the book because of the title. All right. That was it. The title was something about Swedish death cleaning. Yeah. So when we get to the organization one, mine is Swedish death cleaning, and the book's a trip.
Okay. I'm a little afraid to ask.
Yeah, don't.
Okay.
Does it involve blasting death clock?
No,
Cleaning your house?
no. It's actually why I'm getting rid of like some of my tarot and oracle cards. Yes, I am, Chris. I'm selling them cheap too, $5.
Scandal! Bring a bunch to Arizona.
Well, what I got left that I want to get rid of are oracle cards. Are you interested in oracle cards?
Usually more tarot than our oracle.
Yeah. So, but I realize I'm not using them, and so they're going. But anyway,
Yeah, that does not bring me joy. It sounds like this is not going to bring me joy. And my problem with it, if it doesn't spark joy, get rid of it, is somewhere in my little Taurus heart is like a baby dragon that goes, no, joy.
Yes, all the things bring joy.
All the things bring the joy.
Yeah.
Yes.
okay. So Angie, do we have a weird animal fact?
We do.
Oh wait, before we go on the weird animal fact, I said I wanted to highlight a point of super, super, super excellent customer service.
Go for it.
And it happened earlier this year, and I talked about it before, but I was thinking about it this week because I don't talk about it enough. Tool Clean, those UV ovens. I have 2 of them. I have one in the back of my car and one in my home office because cleaning your tools between appointments is really important. Sterilizing things or trying to get them as disinfected as possible is important. So the one I had in my car a couple months ago, I went to get stuff out of it, and the door is the door to it is kind of like this black safety glass. And I know it's a safety glass because it shattered into a bajillion little tiny pieces. And I went, like,
You and
yeah.
Mr. Snyder don't get along well?
I simply cannot.
I simply could not either. That is correct. I was terrified. There was glass all over my client's driveway, and I was kind of like, what the hell? And I contacted Tool Clean, and I wasn't necessarily expecting anything from them because I was like, shit happens. But I was surprised, and I was like, have you ever heard of this happening? Did I do something wrong? WTF, like, Y'all, they sent me a new box. They sent me a new oven because they were horrified that happened. They were like, that shouldn't be a thing. Here's a new one. They went absolutely above and beyond. So yeah, there are good companies out there in our industry who do still go above and beyond. So yoink back to topic before we do weird animal fact.
Okay.
But yeah, just wanted to share that again because I
All
was
right.
amazed.
So, unfortunately, due to an issue with I was going to do green frogs, the common tree frog. I had everything ready to go. I went to download the video. Videos wouldn't download because I have a site that I pay for all of these videos. So I went there and I'm like, that one, 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 and that one. And they went, no, there's no downloading for you. And I'm like, no. You just took a whole bunch of money like last month from here.
Yeah.
So you pony up and clicky, nothing. So I put in a ticket to customer service, and the immediate response was, we're currently having problems with our website. Thank you very much for your patience. We understand nothing is working right now. We're very, very sorry. We should have this resolved in the next 24 hours. We're very, very sorry. So I get it. We're having an issue. So the weird fact tonight is going to be a throwback. So you may have seen it.
Angie's Weekly Weird Fact.
So bats are the only flying mammal.
Hi, puppy.
And okay, I'm trying to move. Woo. Come on. They are come on. They're also the chief pollinator for more than 300 species of fruit. So it's not bees, it's bats, including bananas, avocados, and mangoes.
Angie's Weekly Weird Fact.
So you think that, oh, the bees, look, they made the bananas, they made the mango. No. No, it was bats. Which is kind of crazy. So the little bats that everybody goes, ew, bats, they're so dirty, they're so gross. In fact, the bananas that you have for lunch, when you need a snack or pick me up, or somebody says, ooh, leg cramp, and then someone hands you a banana and says potassium.
You know, you said banana. So I said, what are the odds that our weird animal fact would overlap?
Oh no.
Be afraid, Angie.
I am afraid. I am admittedly afraid.
So I Google bat penis as one does.
Oh no.
And the first thing that comes up is bats with weirdly giant penis have sex for up to 12 hours in a way never seen before.
Here I
Oh,
am with happy little pollinating bats,
you happy little.
and it just took a hard left into
It took a
Oh,
hard
child.
left. Um, they actually don't penetrate because they can't, because bats apparently. I'm just gonna leave it there because it was so happy and wholesome, and I'm almost sorry that
No.
Mary's got to Google this now. Yeah, Mary's actually Googling this.
Oh, for God's sakes, this all came from happy little banana making bats.
Because you said banana, and I'm 12.
I did, but in the context of banana, mango, avocado,
Yes,
lovely,
Um,
nice pollinating little bats that make food for us.
hello.
And
Did you just
Went horribly
on your
sideways.
side? He just popped me in the face
Things went
Oh.
horribly sideways.
because I have two different toys in my lap and I'm not throwing them, and he's very upset about that. Sorry. I thought it was going to be unique and interesting, and haha, isn't that cool? Not
Okay, I'm not repeating any of this.
so. See, Mary knows I could have been worse, right?
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I didn't even talk about, yeah, the female bats, and they're going, yeah.
Okay, so this is going to be left up to your imagination. If you want to Google it, Chris, do you have someone designated to like wipe your search history if something happens to you?
No,
You should.
I kind of should, but I'm.
I accept that responsibility, Chris.
But you
I
know
know
what?
how to do that.
You know how to do that, and maybe I should hereby designate you to wipe my search history when I die. But here's the problem: I've already been recorded saying what I'm searching, so
Yeah, there is that. But
there's
and
no
that's on
shame in my
recording,
game.
so we're a little afraid to ask what's searched for when you're not on recording. Just saying.
Okay, so then I have a back question for you. And not for you, Chris, for Angie.
Oh God. Okay, go ahead.
All right, so I've been seeing conflicting reports about bats don't crash into each other and bats crash into each other all the time.
Well, okay. So, do you ever bump into people?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Occasionally, so do bats. Is it all the time? No. But from time to time, they're focused on getting that particular bug. And Bob is also focused on getting that particular bug. And Bob's not looking for Fred. And Bob and Fred are both go for the same bug. And it's like, oh, dude, what the? For the same thing that happens when we're in Walmart and you're reaching for the paper towels and Louise comes bombing down the aisle and she's like 80 years old and she has no idea you're there. She's not paying attention and she bumps into you. Bats bump into bats. Humans bump into humans. Is it common? No more common than any person. I imagine there are clumsy bats, just like there are clumsy people. I'm clumsy. I generally don't bump into people. I bump into objects. Like I right now have I had taken the toenail polish off my toes and 2 of my toenails are purple from when I broke each of the toes. And it's like, oh, that was about 2 months ago, and oh, that was about a month ago. Yeah, from bumping into inanimate hard objects.
Okay.
I've broken the pinky toe off of each foot from
Yeah,
walking
one was my
barefoot and you
big
step and
toe.
it goes like that.
Yeah,
That's fun. It's a fun thing.
yeah, one's a pinky toe and one's the second to last.
All right. So on that note, I will see everybody next week.
Good night.
Good night. Hold on.
Never gonna look at bats or bananas the same way again.
Yeah, check your messenger. Check your messenger.
Oh God,
Not letting you stop.
I'm afraid.
I know you're still going. I'm just yes, I sent that
Oh,
to the entire
my.
group.
Yeah. Okay.
Guys, we're still live.
Okay. Holy cow.
Mary,
Letting me.
Do you want to read the title of that